Aloha Aries, and welcome to Kamaboko Tarot. Mahalo nui loa for joining me. Aries, we're going to be doing a reading for the month of February 2023. And I'm just going to go ahead and get the cards all set up here, Aries. In addition to the monthly reading, once we kind of figure out what the main themes are for you this particular month, I'm going to also pull 5 additional cards to kind of go over the weekly reading for this time frame. So let's go ahead and see, Aries, what awaits you for this particular month. All right, and I am using the Wildwood Tarot for the monthly reading. So you do have the King of Vessels Heron, the Six of Vessels Reunion, the Wheel, the Five of Stones Endurance, and the Ten of Stones Home. Really actually good cards here for you, Aries. I do feel that for many of you this particular month, there's going to be a lot of things surrounding your home and perhaps maybe even your emotional and well-being or health. The reason I say that is you have the Five of Stones Endurance and the Six of Vessels Reunion, as well as the King of Vessels Heron, which are the 2 vessel cards here can relate to your emotions. Six of Vessels Reunion could talk about things that memories or nostalgic, events that have brought you happiness, joy, fulfillment, kind of thinking on the good times and perhaps seeing how those good times can kind of be brought back to life. Or maybe if perhaps you are kind of in like a lull right now here, Aries, I feel that kind of reminiscing and thinking about positive things that have happened to you is really going to help you and motivate you moving forward this particular month. And I feel that it's going to take a lot of willpower here for you. And I know that for the sign of Aries, you're very action oriented. So maybe perhaps there's not a lot of thought in regards to your emotional health and well-being. And I feel that now is a good time to really kind of reflect and think about that here. With the King of Vessels Heron, this is someone that is very emotionally intelligent in a sense that they're able to understand their emotions in any particular situation, and they're able to adjust their emotions and their reactions to the situations in a more positive, beneficial manner. So I do feel that you will be recognizing and doing your best to kind of tap into how do you stay a little bit more level-headed, how do you kind of figure out this situation without it perhaps making you too upset or even too ecstatic, right? There has to be a good balance. And I'm not saying that you don't want to tap into those positive emotions and energies here. It's you don't want to necessarily overdo them. And I do feel like now is going to be a fortuitous time here for you, Aries, because you do have the Wheel, and the Wheel represents your ability to really take control of your destiny and steer your pathway forward. So I do feel that there's going to be a lot of synergistic energies here that are going to help you really weave your own pattern here. You can kind of see with the Wheel, and there's a thread with the needle attached to it that is kind of creating this wheel here, this pattern. And that again represents your ability to take control of your situations, of your destiny, to really form the pathway forward for you. And I wonder too, with the Ten of Stones Home coming in, I feel that perhaps there will be a lot of maybe even abundance coming in with possessions or things of value here for you. But it also could represent something as simple as realizing and recognizing that wherever you call home, that is your sanctuary. And at this time, it's going to play a very important role, especially with enduring perhaps hardships that you may be encountering, and really a nice, safe, quiet spot for you to have that reflection and really kind of get going with tapping into those positive energies here. So I really do like this reading here for you, Aries, for the month of February 2023. And we're going to go ahead and jump in to the weekly readings. So again, this is going to be a little bit of a longer reading. Oh, goodness. Because we are doing both. Wow. The cards really wanted to showcase themselves here for you, Aries. So what I'm going to say is, or what I've been trying to say, is that this reading is going to be a little bit longer just because we're going to be doing 2 readings here for you. So for the weekly reading and for the weeks of February, I will be using a different tarot deck called the Dungeons and Dragons tarot deck by the Wizards of the Coast, I believe. So let's go ahead and see what we have here for you this week. So you have the 2 of Charisma, the King of Strength, the Knight of Intelligence, the Fool, and the 5 of Intelligence. So just to kind of orient yourself to the suits and what they mean, Charisma is equivalent to Pentacles, Strength is equivalent to Wands, Intelligence is equivalent to Swords. The major arcanas are going to be the same. And then in regards to cups, it will be the suit of wisdom. So jumping in here for the weekly reading, I do feel that a lot of initiatory type of action here for you, Aries. And I feel that, this is where, again, I'm feeling that with February's kind of reading, the themes, they might be spilling into this, because I do feel like the beginning of this month, especially with this week here going on, it's going to be very quick paced and fast, and there are going to be new things that are happening here for you that you're going to start experiencing. The Fool is the card of, or I should say, represents new beginnings, taking a leap of faith. So really something out of the ordinary or something new that you perhaps will be experiencing, and paired up with the King of Strength or the King of Wands card here, I do feel that this new beginning is perhaps going to spark a lot of interest, motivation for you, passion, and I really do like that type of energy. It may come a little bit quickly here, or it may feel very quick with the Knight of Intelligence coming in, swift action, swift movement. But I do feel that with the 2 of Charisma here, you're going to be faced with some decisions that you need to make here. And again, it's that taking the rein, or taking the wheel here for you, Aries, and trying to navigate your way forward. There may be a little bit of conflict coming in as well. I don't necessarily see this as external conflict. I do feel that this is more internal, and perhaps maybe trying to understand the best approach, the best way forward. And I do feel that, again, with the 6 of Vessels coming up, maybe perhaps you've experienced a similar situation here, Aries, and I feel tapping into that past experience and knowledge perhaps may help you on this journey forward. So Aries, thank you so much for joining me for both the monthly reading of February 2023 and the weekly reading of January 30th. So until next time, malama pono and hui ho.